My brothers and sisters, my name is Nabotwala, and I have come to share with you economic strategies which I believe are critically important for the progress, prosperity, and economic stability of the church. The Lord has told me that 2022 will be a year to build and to possess. This will be a year where our visions and dreams will come to pass. It will be a magnificent year, a prosperous year. But it won't happen through magic. It will happen through faith and effort, and more faith and more effort. If it's a year to build, that means we will need tools and equipment. If it's a year to possess, that means we will have to march to it in order to get it. It won't come to us. We will have to go to it and take it. Having said that, it is very important that the church gets itself involved in the economy. I'm not talking about one foot in. I'm talking about a complete, radical, dramatic turnaround where our invasion of the economic space is evident even to the world. We cannot be bystanders anymore. We cannot stand on the sidelines of commercial activity, watching unbelievers take space in the market while we remain invisible in the shadows of our financial ignorance. It is high time, my brothers and sisters, that we rolled up our sleeves and really get to work. God called us to make waves, not to watch unbelievers make waves. God called us to occupy, to take space, and that is exactly what we're going to do. What I'm talking about here cannot be accomplished through random individualistic ideologies of business. What I'm talking about here can only be accomplished through organized, strategic, well planned, interconnected ideologies of business that can function as a solid economic system which can sustain itself even if the systems of the world are crashing. If the church in South Africa does not organize itself as a self sustainable economic entity, then we are still going to suffer the effects of our dependency on the world. Last year, which was 2021, there was an unrest in KwaZulu Natal and Gauteng, which severely affected our livelihoods. I could not get bread from a local shop. I could not get groceries in town because there was a complete shutdown of trade and supply chain in KZN. And as a Christian, it dawned on me that as a church, we are so dependent on the world that if the economic systems of the world are crashing, we are the ones who suffer the most because we have no contingency plans or economic systems of our own that we have created and ultimately installed to ensure our survival and sustainability, even if the systems of the world are crashing. So, what I'm proposing here is a viable, feasible, attainable goal which can be achieved through the coming together of kingdom thinkers and strategists who will buy into my philosophy and ultimately partner with me in repositioning the church for financial independence. Having said that, it is very important that the church works towards acquiring a portion of the economy in various sectors of the economy, including mining, manufacturing, finance, media, entertainment, and agriculture in particular. We need to start positioning ourselves as farmers. We need to buy land and farm it, not just brag about being estate owners while we are not making profit out of that estate. We need to actually farm the land. We need to come out of our consumer mentality and adopt a producer mentality. If the church can actually venture into commercial agriculture, we can prevent further humiliation that we have suffered because of our dependency on the economic systems of the world. The COVID-19 lockdowns exposed just how financially vulnerable we are as a church. And it was heartbreaking to me to see our Christian brothers and sisters standing in queues waiting for the world to feed them. God did not call us to be beggars in the government's welfare system. God called us for power, and our agricultural endeavor will cement that power as we establish ourselves as an economically stable institution of God. But not only will this transition position ourselves as economically competitive in the market, but we will also be able to feed ourselves, educate ourselves, establish serious trade amongst ourselves, create jobs for ourselves. Ultimately, our venture into commercial agriculture will ensure food security for the people of God. Now, listen to me because what I'm about to say is very important. The land issue in South Africa is a volatile, political, and socio-economic subject. And as a church, it is very important that we acquire land and farm it as a preemptive measure to avoid some of the repercussions of the implementation of the land issue. But I must emphasize that in order for us to accomplish this goal, we must come out of our personal and selfish ambitions and embrace the collective vision, which is to see the body of Christ in South Africa being progressive and prosperous. This is not about one person coming on top. This is about all of us coming on top. What I'm proposing here is a system, an interconnected, integrated network of thoughts and ideas, an economic and systematic ideology of business that will ultimately release the church from the welfare system of the world. I believe in our potential as the church in South Africa. Our power has not come into play yet. The best is yet to come.